Hey, what's up guys? My name is Jedith, and this is a Havoc Demon Hunter update. We are getting some buffs as of Tuesday, in a few days. I don't know what time or what day this video is going to go live, but there are buffs coming on the horizon in the next day or so, and we're going to talk about it a bit. We're going to go over each one. Honestly, we've seen these buffs before. It might look familiar to you, and that's because we've gotten these exact buffs a couple times now. We got Demon's Bite damage increased by 8%. Demon Blade's damage increased by 8%. Felblade damage increased by 8%. Chaos Strike and Annihilation damage increased by 8%. What? It's been different values each time. I think last time it was all 10%. Now it's 15%. These abilities have been buffed by quite a bit, and they just can't seem to get it right. So let's look at them. The first one is Chaos Strike and Annihilation damage increased by 15%. This is probably the best one of the bunch. This is the one that is going to make the most difference. You're going to see it the most on the meters, because if you look at our breakdown here, like Annihilation is already one of our top, right? So buffing that by 15%, going to be pretty good. So that one is good. We're happy about that one. We're not going to complain about that one. Next one is melee auto attacks. Why? Is there nothing else they could do? Is this the best option they could find? Just buff our auto attacks? Okay, yep, sure. Demon Blades by 15%. Demon Blades is one of our lower damaging abilities, right? It's just passive. We're going to add 15% to that. What's 15% of 3%? I don't know. I'm horrible at math, but I can tell you it's not much. Let's look at the next one. Demon's Bite damage increased by 15%. We don't use Demon's Bite. The only reason they included this is because, you know, Demon Blades and Demon's Bite is a choice node. You can take Demon Blades or you can take Demon's Bite. So they had to buff both of them to keep them equal and not, you know, overpower one of them. So this one means nothing to us. Absolutely nothing. We can ignore that one, right? Felblade damage increased by 15%. So there's some confusion on this one. Some people might say that we press Felblade all the time. Other people would say, no, we don't. Because realistically, you're not supposed to be. And this is something that has kind of, come new to us over the past little while, especially as we've been playing the talent Isolated Prey. So with Isolated Prey, Fel Rush generates 25 to 35 Fury. So Fel Rush becomes our main resource generator instead of all these other things. So why would you be using Felblade on a GCD when you're just going to be Fel Rushing anyways to keep up momentum? Why waste a GCD pressing Felblade when you could use that extra GCD now to use Death Sweep or Annihilation and have that go towards Cycle of Hatred, which then reduces the cooldown on your I-Beam, which keeps you in Demonic longer. So if you're playing with Isolated Prey, you don't want to be pressing Felblade if you can help it. There will be situations, maybe in Mythic Plus, you want to use it as a gap closer, or, you know, maybe you have nothing else to press. Then you would maybe press Felblade. But in an ideal world, you're going to be pressing Felblade very, very minimally. So this buff isn't doing much for us. It's buffing something that we're not supposed to press. So all we're really getting out of this set of buffs is Chaos Strike and Annihilation, melee auto attack damage, and Demon Blades. So you can probably tell how I feel about it. They just keep giving us these same buffs to the same abilities as a band-aid fix to keep us from, to stop us from just sinking. And honestly, we're pretty much right there. We're at the bottom of the meters now. If you look at the charts of, comparing sim DPS specs from sim DPS damage from all the specs for single target damage, we're at the bottom. We may not be dead last, but we're down there, okay? We're like bottom 3. This is just to keep us afloat. So all of these buffs combined roughly is going to give us about a 4% increase in single target damage. 4% of our overall is going to go up. But here's the thing. If you guys have seen the patch notes recently, they are nerfing the Onyx Annulet, right? They're nerfing the power of the DPS stones by 25% or 20%, something like that. Basically, you're not going to use this if you have high level gear. They're also nerfing the Erenog ring, Seal of Diurnus Chosen. So this is happening on Tuesday, the same time that these other buffs are happening. They're nerfing the Seal of Diurnus Chosen. They're reducing its power by 25%. So with the nerfs to the Onyx Annulet and Seal of Diurnus Chosen, if you were using both of these, you have some damage to make up for now, right? Because we're losing damage from the nerfs on both of these. So any of the buffs that we're getting to our abilities in this upcoming, buff cycle, to our Annihilation, to our Demon Blades, to our melee attacks, some of that is being eaten up and used to compensate for the nerfs that we're getting from these rings. So, like I said, if you have been using these rings, really the amount that you're going to be getting from these upcoming buffs is really only about 2%, because half of that is being used to compensate for the nerfs on the rings. Which sucks, man. That sucks. Yeah, so that's how I feel about the buffs. I'm sorry that I couldn't come on here and say, hey, Havoc is saved. These nerfs, or these buffs are incredible. We're going to be top of the charts now. I wish I could do that. I wish I can come here and make a video with a smile on my face, raving about the new buffs, but unfortunately it's just not the case. I find it very strange that they have buffed this exact set of abilities and talents 3 times in a row now. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. If you go back and look at the patch notes for Havoc over the past month or so, it's been this exact set of abilities and talents over and over. First it was, I think the last time they did it was 10%. Now it's 15%. So they just can't get it right. So I hope that there is more coming for us in the future. It's probably going to come after the new patch, which drops on July 11th, 10.1.5, and that's the one coming with the new Mega Dungeon. I would assume if we have any changes coming to us, that's going to be happening after that patch. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How do you feel? What changes would you guys like to see to the spec? What do you feel like are the strong points? And what do you feel are the weak points? Do you like Isolated Prey? Do you like having to Fel Rush for resources, even if you don't take momentum? Because that's the thing. There are builds you can take where you don't take momentum, but you know what? You're probably still taking Isolated Prey, and you're still using Fel Rush on cooldown. So this whole talent tree is a mess, man. There's a lot of things that could be fixed, and the more we talk about those things, and the more we are vocal about them, maybe some good ideas will come from it, and the right people will see it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like the video. Make sure you sub to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. All right, peace.